Palpatine doesn't know is we're a dyad in the Force.
All right, let's talk about something that a lot of people have misconceptions of in terms of Mace Windu. It's something we get in our comment section a lot. It's something that we see a lot when people are making, let's say, Mace Windu videos. And what is this thing that people keep saying about Mace Windu?
They keep saying that he uses the dark side. I'm starting to feel it's racially motivated.
There's a couple of arguments here from, you know, his lightsaber is blue and red, thus making purple. His lightsaber form is Vaapad, that channels his darkness, and that means he uses the dark side. And just in general, like, his disposition towards Anakin means that he's got some like dark side tendencies. I don't know, like there were some like fringe. The main contention here is that he does not use the dark side.
There are so many videos. Like, when I started making content, I went to see what other Star Wars creators like had that were really popular. Lightsaber color videos are really popular. Every single one is wrong.
Yes.
Everyone I've ever seen is wrong. It's not true in Legends. It's not true in canon, and that's not why he got it in real life either. Okay, so let's talk about Legends. In Legends, in Star Wars Tales 13 is a comic. That whole comic is about Mace Windu, and it actually tells the tale of him in Legends getting his purple crystal. And you know what? Wasn't using the dark side. A, he was already a Jedi. B, he went to a planet, and I mean, he was being kind of a dick to the locals. There were a bunch of like rock monsters. A rock monster was chasing him, fell down into the chasm, and broke into a bunch of pieces. And basically, he used the Force to put them back together. And he was grateful, and as a result, he gave him a piece of himself, which is kind of weird. But he gave him a purple crystal. That's where his lightsaber comes from in Legends. In canon, he went to Ilum, he got a lightsaber crystal, and it was purple.
A lot of these misconceptions come from games, and the game had, which is KOTOR, had given us, you know, this kind of profiling scene where you answer a bunch of questions and then they give you a lightsaber, regardless of the fact that you already have like all kinds of colors crystals in your bags already.
Yeah.
But you already have the colors. You already have like yellows and blues and greens in your bags, and you might have picked up some red synthetic ones from Dark Jedi.
Likewise, in the expanded universe, Jaina Solo had a purple lightsaber. Corran Horn had a dual phased lightsaber. It was silver. You know, Lobaka had a bronze lightsaber. What does that mean? What side is that? Like, you know, it doesn't mean anything. The crystals were already colored when you picked them up. And of course, in canon, we have people like, you know, Vernestra Rowe or Sav Maligan, or like there's so many different people that use purple lightsabers as well. Don't use the dark side.
And the next kind of point of contention is the lightsaber form Vaapad, which is based on the lightsaber form Juyo. A lot of Darksiders tend to use Juyo because of its overly aggressive nature. Mace Windu was interested in this lightsaber form and wanted to create one that fell in line with the tenets of the Jedi Code. And the result of that was Vaapad. And I'm going to read an excerpt from Force and Destiny, which is a source book that is canon. And it says, only a handful of Jedi trained in Vaapad prior to the enactment of Order 66 and the destruction of the Jedi Order. Even Mace Windu himself was wary of allowing others to study the form outside of his own Padawan pupil, well aware of the danger it posed. Practitioners of Vaapad draw on their anger and passion, but never give in to them. For this purpose, he refined advances from the preceding centuries, and, in the minds of some, finally perfected Form 7 as a true lightsaber form in line with the tenets of the Jedi Code.
So that's one of the things that we're always, you know, kind of trying to communicate and clear up, because there's so many misconceptions come in that seem small at first, but they lead to other things like this. If you believe that the Jedi were emotionless, or they preach being devoid of emotion, which they don't, but if you believe that, then you hear this saying it uses that emotion, and you're like, oh, well, then that's the dark side. But no, Jedi, they're people,
Yes.
right? They feel emotions just like everyone else, and it's just don't be controlled by your emotions. And that's exactly what this uses. And that's exactly what makes it in line with the tenets of the Jedi Order. Vaapad is a safer version of Juyo. But yeah, there's a couple things that people often get confused about. The phrase, using his inner darkness. Everyone has inner darkness. In season 6 of the Clone Wars, Yoda faced his inner darkness. That's something everyone has. It's just not letting that take over. Your inner darkness is his competitive nature, his aggressive nature. This is also one of the reasons why I actually think that Mace Windu would have been the best teacher of Anakin.
That's how the Force exists. Everyone has the nature to be dark. And that's what the Jedi are fighting, is letting that darkness take over, as Choco said. But that'll do it for this video. If you learned something new, hit the like button and leave a comment down below. Let us know if there are any other topics that you are shaky on. If there's any other questions you have on Star Wars, the Dyad is happy to answer those questions and give you our insights and our citations.
Wikipedia and YouTube are great places to learn some cool information, but like we said, always cite your sources. So if you're looking at something on Wikipedia, there's always extra story, there's extra context behind it. Scroll to the bottom of the screen and it'll tell you where the sources are. Those are the sources. That's the information. It's a fan-made source aggregator. Always go to the source.
All right, that'll do it for this video. Don't forget to like the video and leave your comments in the comment section below. Ask your questions. The Dyad is always happy to answer them. But yes, subscribe if you're new. Hit the bell icon to turn on notifications. But as always, that's the end. On to the next one.
For Light for Life,
we are all the Republic.
may the Force be with you.